Test, test, test. We welcome you back to Wheeler-Watkins Baseball Complex on the campus of Alabama State University. The Hornets and the Mississippi Valley State Delta Devils will play the second game of a doubleheader, third game of the series, and we're all knotted in the series, one apiece, thanks to the Delta Devils win in game one of today's doubleheader. They got a ninth inning home run from Draylon Holmes and made it hold up in a 7-6 win over the Hornets. First time that the Delta Devils had won a conference game since last weekend, and only the second conference win overall to improve to 2-9 and 10-21 for the season. Meanwhile, first loss for Alabama State in quite a while. In fact, they had not lost since losing the series to Bethune-Cookman. So they see their record fall to 20-12 and 8-3 in conference play. Game two of the doubleheader will have Shadai Kalon pitching for Alabama State, 2-0. He has just recently become the third starter of the weekend series, and he's done quite well. He comes in with a 2-0 record, 4.18 ERA. This will be his fourth start. He's got 29 strikeouts and 24 walks in 31 innings pitched. Meanwhile, the Mississippi Valley State will counter with Hunter Stallings. And we are about set to go. I'll give you the starting lineup as we go through the game. And Mari Weaver will lead off for the Delta Devils. Weaver had a couple of walks in the first game today. Excuse me. He also scored a run. And he'll face Cologne as we get underway here in game two of this doubleheader. And the first pitch is a fastball that misses the corner of the plate. It's 1-0. Next pitch also outside, 2-0. Cologne has made 11 appearances before today. He has pitched 24 innings, 29 strikeouts, 24 walks, and now throws his first strike of the day right over the heart of the plate, 2-1. Second game of two here, which will finish out the weekend. Fly ball hit well to left. That one is going to get down and in the alley. It'll be a stand-up double at least, as Weaver will stop at second base.
Strike number 12, Michael Buckley.
So Weaver starts the game with a double. And here's Michael Buckley. Buckley is the right fielder today. He came in the first game today in the fifth inning and batted 3 times and singled once. A little bit of a surprise that the Devils were able to pull off the win in game one, but they out-hit Alabama State, one of the better offenses in the SWAC. And out-pitched them if you want to give the complete story. First pitch is a strike, second pitch swung on, missed. So an 0-2 count on Buckley. Buckley will be followed by Victor Figueroa. Pretty much the same lineup as the first game for Coach Milton Barney. 1-2 now the count. Runner at second, nobody out. We're just underway of game two. Cologne's pitch is called strike 3. Buckley takes one on the outside part of the plate, 1 out for Figueroa.
First baseman 25, Victor Figueroa.
Victor had 2 singles, 2 runs driven in, scored twice in 5 at-bats in game 1. And the first pitch is strike 1. A little bit of a delayed call by the umpire, Lance Rhodes. Lance Rhodes and Brian Clark and Patrick Graham, your umpires in this 3rd game. The 0-1 lost his bat on the swing, 0-2. That one goes all the way back to the backstop. Little pine tar will take care of that. So 0-2 the count on Figueroa, first baseman for Mississippi Valley. Lines one left field, good 0-2 hit. That'll score a run. So the RBI single gives the Devils the early lead here in the first.
Third baseman 14, Braylon Holmes.
So Draylon Holmes will bat with a runner on first, 1 in, 1 out. Holmes, the third baseman, had the big hit in the first game. Swings and misses at the pitch, 0-1. Solo home run in the 9th, led off the inning. Swings at another pitch. That one was in the dirt, and he swung at it anyway, 0-2.
Only take 1.
And there's strike 3. Swinging, strike 3. So 1 looking, 1 swinging for Cologne to start this one. But in between, he's given up a double and an RBI single. Chris King, the DH, bats. And that one is popped back foul. King did not play in the first game. There's a pitch that is outside, and Figueroa will steal second base. That caught everybody off guard, including me.
Set up for you, 42. Set up for you.
So he gets in scoring position with a stolen base. Raise your hand if you expected him to steal a base today.
Not doing it.
Not doing it, he said. I don't know that he was expecting to steal one today, but he just did. 1-1 the count on King. Pops this one to center. Should be playable. Matos is there for the out. But as they
number 1, Randy Flores.
Alabama State will bat for the first time here in game 2, and they'll face Hunter Stallings, who takes the mound with a 3-2 record. He has pitched 33 innings, given up 30 runs, 29 strikeouts, and 17 walks. And he faces Randy Flores to start the bottom half of the first. And a 1-1 pitch on Flores. Flores has been pretty solid at the plate most of the year, but he was held in check in the first game. He was 0 for 5. When's the last time we said that about him? All of them flyouts. Well, with one exception, he did ground out to short. And he pops it up. It's in foul ground. Third baseman is Holmes. He's got it for the out. He reached for that one, did Flores.
Shortstop number 3, Kyler McIntosh.
One down for Kyler McIntosh, who had a bomb in the first game, a 2-run job. Also a double. He scored twice. 1-0. Mississippi Valley on top, and there's another pop-up in foul ground. The catcher comes back. That's Ryan Brown to make the scoop. 2 pitches, 2 pop-ups. Who'd have thunk it? Ian Matos will bat.
Number 2, Ian Matos.
Matos had 2 hits, including a double in the first game. Boy, this is not what we expect, and now we get a stoppage in play. This ASU baseball team has been peppering teams, but not so much in this series. They have scored 14 runs, which in most cases is enough to win, but they got the great start in game 1 from Melendez, but really has not been able to put together a big inning. They did last night in game 1. They scored, I believe, 4 runs. But let's give the Devils some credit. Forget the record. They've played ASU very tough. 3-1 now the count to Matos. So he's ahead in the count with 2 outs, and he pops it up. But that one's going to reach the stands. Count is full, 3-2. Grounder, that's going to get through for a base hit up the middle. So Matos with a 2-out single. I'll bring up Jack Hay. Hay with a single and 4 trips in game 2. He also hit a 2-run homer in game 1. The weather conditions right now, it's somewhat cool. Overcast skies. A lot of lazy clouds in the sky. There's a drive right center, but it's not going to.
Catcher number 26, Ryan Brown.
Ryan Brown will lead off the second from Mississippi Valley, a 1-0 lead for the visiting Delta Devils. Brown will be followed by Davin Mills and then Kendall Dolphin against Shaddai Cologne. And there's a hit batsman. Brown reaches, hit by pitch.
Number 3, Davon Mims.
And Mims will hit. Second time in as many innings, the Delta Devils have the leadoff man on. That was the first inning when Weaver opened with a double and came around to score on the single by Figueroa. Mims squares to bunt, takes a pitch low, 1-0. 1-0 the count. Again, squaring to bunt and pulls the bat back, 2-0. Brown, the catcher, leads from first. Another pitch, low, 3-0. And again, there's a strike, but Mims squared the bunt. He's done it all 4 pitches of this at-bat. 3-1 now the count. Let's see if he does it again. That pulls Lopez in from third. He got hit as he squared the bunt. Two hitters, 2 hit by pitches. And Dolphin bats with runners at first and second, nobody out. Let's see if Dolphin is also going to be bunting here.
On this one? 1-0, they got a run in the first. Not in this inning yet. On the first? There should be 1-0.
So troubles again for ASU. Another bunt attempt. This time it's going to roll foul. Nobody out here in the second. Dolphin with runners at first and second. This time he lays down a bunt in fair grounds. The throw will be to first, closer than expected, but out. Sloan makes the play from the catcher's spot. 1 down. And here comes Booker. Booker's had a hand in a few things in this series. He'll take a strike. He had 2 singles in the last game, scored a run. This time he fouls one off. Runners at second and third, 1 out. Swing and a miss, foul ball is called. I know there's 1 strike. Yeah, there's 1 strike. There's a liner and foul ball for 2 strikes. One out here in the second. 1-0 already. Mississippi Valley State. Jackson State's playing softball here against ASU. High pitch, 1-2. Comes a 1-2 pitch from Cologne. It is bounced up there. Nice stop by the catcher, Jamal George. Two and two now the count. And a swing and a miss. They say they'll have to throw him out at first for the out.
Shortstop number 18, Maury Weaver.
So 2 outs. Cologne with a chance to get out of this mess without any damage, but he's got to get Weaver. Weaver's already doubled and scored. He swings at the first pitch. That was a fair ball and a throw across.
Ali LaPred.
1-0 as we go to the bottom of the second. Mississippi Valley on top. Ali LaPred will lead off for the Hornets. He'll be followed by King and Lopez. First pitch is a ball to LaPred. Good job of pitching by Cologne in the bottom of the top of this inning. Getting out of a first and second base jam, actually second and third. The first 2 batters of the inning with walk, actually hit by pitch. Bunted to second and third, and then he was able to get out of the jam. 1-1 the count. Swing at a slow curve ball by LaPred, 1-2. The bats have got to get going. That's something you hadn't had to say about ASU this year. Liner left field base hit. Solid hit by LaPred. So the leadoff man is on for Corey King.
First base number 10, Corey King.
King was 2 for 4 in the first game today. He had a couple of runs driven in. Trying to get that batting average back up where it was expected. Preseason Conference Player of the Year. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it out of play. 0-1. Lopez will be followed, or I should say King should be followed by Lopez and then Jaden Sloan. There goes the runner, LaPred, and he'll steal the base. Fairly simple. Pitch was a ball. So LaPred is in with a stolen base. A 1-1 count on King. The pitch. Grounder, shortstop. They're going to have a play at short. LaPred took off. The ball was hit in front of him. Now King's going to try to get to second. No, he's not. He's going to have to go back to first. So a base running mistake gets LaPred. Fielder's choice for King. That more or less wipes out the stolen base. One down for Lopez. He takes a fastball for a strike, 0-1. Lopez looking for his first hit of the day. He had a walk in the first game. Finished 0 for 4. And he's behind in the count, 0-2. Lopez is a 286 hitter. Couple of homers, 25 driven in. Slow curveball is low. 1-2. King leads from first. Now throw over is late. Swing and a miss. So 2 outs for Sloan. This is kind of the way the day has gone, ebb and flow wise, for Alabama State. They get a base runner, something goes wrong, and just can't seem to put it together here. Swing and a miss by Sloan. Some of it is Mississippi Valley, some of it is not. Pop up on the next pitch. Who wants it? Here comes the third baseman. He says he's got it, and he does.
Not once.
Bracket number 12, Michael Buckley. Talk about y'all women on your phones. You were not distracted by anything happening around you.
It'll be Michael Buckley to lead off the top of the third. 1-0. Devils on top. They got a run in the first inning with a Weaver double and a single by Figueroa, who is on deck. He'll be followed by Draylen Holmes. 0-1 the count on the swing and miss by Buckley. 0-2 now the count as a swing and a miss. Cologne from the stretch, semi-stretch. Pitch is low, 1-2. Let me back up. They're calling it 2-1. The 2-1 pitch, strike outside corner. So the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
First pitch of 25.
4 strikeouts now for Cologne. 1 down for Figueroa. Devils first baseman. Single, RBI, and stolen base. 1-0 the count. Off the plate a little bit, 2-0. Slow curveball is swung on and missed. And the next pitch is not swung on, but it's still a strike, 2-2. Just off the plate, runs it full. So a full count, 3-2 with 1 out, and the pitch is fouled away. Holmes is on deck. Shadai Cologne about to throw his 37th pitch, and it's fouled off his foot. So we get a redo here. And the payoff. Must have been outside. So the walk puts Figueroa at first. 1 down for Holmes. A strikeout victim in the first. Swing and a miss at the pitch, 0-1. The 0-1 is high. 1-1. Tried to beat the rain here in Montgomery. It is all around us. There's a fastball inside corner for a strike, 1-2. That pitch is a little bit low. I was looking at the radar before the game, and I'm thinking, okay, if we get a quick game, 2-25 maybe. And you don't mind if you're going just 5 innings as long as you got the lead. 3-2 now the count on Holmes, who has been a bit of a thorn in the side of the Hornets this weekend. Swings and misses at a high inside fastball for strike 3.
Designated hitter number 42, Christopher King.
Second strikeout of the inning. 5th of the game for Cologne. Chris King bats with 2 outs and a runner still at first. Figueroa got there with a walk. You better watch him. He's a speedster. There he goes. Pitch is low. Throw this time should be enough, and it is. That was
Jamal George.
Jamal George will lead off the bottom of the 3rd for Alabama State in a 1-0 game. And we were just looking at the weather as a strike is taken. It's 0-2. And it's going to be raining here in about an hour or so. There's a grounder stopped by the shortstop Weaver. Can he make the throw in time? No! A slide, easy for me to say, slide for George made that happen. Infield hit. And as I was about to say, due to the rain, you got to get to the 5th inning, and you hope you're ahead because it's an official game. So the Hornets need to get off the snide here and get something going in the bottom of the 3rd. And they got a good start with George's infield single. Here's Flores. Fastball is upstairs, 1-0. George, that was his first hit of the day. He was 0 for 3 in game 1. Fakes a steal to second, and he pitches a ball. Second inning in a row in which the Hornets have gotten the leadoff man on. Unfortunately, LaPred was erased on some bad base running. 2-0, no, 3-0. Feel pretty confident Flores will be taking here. That would put a runner in scoring position if it's ball 4. It is a strike, 3-1. Good take, though, by Flores. The 3-1 pitch. There goes the runner. Foul back to the screen. Good jump by George. Trying to make something happen here in the 3rd inning. Stallings, the starting pitcher. Tall right-hander. Works from the stretch. There goes the runner again. This one's popped back out of play again. Count stays 3-2. State does have 3 hits. Just hadn't been able to do a whole lot with them. See if George is going again on the 3-2 count. He is. Liner through the middle. Base hit. George will get to 3rd. He'll be in scoring position. Flores really rounded the bases at first. We thought he was going to try to take 2nd. It would have been a big mistake. He does go back to 1st, but a good start to the inning. 1st and 3rd, nobody out, and here comes McIntosh. McIntosh popped up to the catcher in his first at-bat. So let's see if they put Flores on the move here with a runner at 3rd. He doesn't go there. McIntosh hits a sky ball to left. George will tag. The throw's going to go to 2nd. They'll concede the run, and we're tied. So the sac fly makes it 1-1. And that's actually a good play by the left fielder Mims, keeping that runner out of scoring position. So the RBI sac fly gives us a 1-1 game, and here's Matos. Matos has been a thorn in the side of the Devils this weekend. He had 2 hits in game 1 today. He is 1 for 1 today. There goes the runner. It's a strike. The throw was set in time, but looked like Flores reached around to reach the bag, and he is safe. And then he had to hold on to the bag and not fall off. That was a strike. So 0-1 the count on Matos, and he's got a chance to drive in a go-ahead run here. 1 out. We're in the 3rd. 1-1 our score. Fastball is off the plate. 1-1. Good lead by Flores at 2nd. He's going to go for 3rd. The pitch is a ball, and Flores steals 3rd base. So back-to-back stolen bases by the Hornets' 2nd baseman. And now a fly ball or a grounder. Let's see if they do not bring the infield in. It ain't going to matter. Matos hits one in the gap in left center. That'll bring home the go-ahead run. Matos will dig for 2. He's got it, and the Hornets have the lead. Two to 1 after the Matos double. That ball was belted. Another RBI on the day for Matos. He had 1 in the first game. 2nd double of the day for Matos. And 2 runs in here with still 1 out in the 3rd. Hay takes a pitch for a strike. Hay flied out to center his first time. I was wondering if the Devils would bring their infield in. They did not, and it didn't matter on that last at-bat. He swings and misses at a pitch. It's 0-2. Montos at second. Fly ball hit by Hay to center. Booker is there. Montos fakes the going but does not. 2 down now.
Right field number 19, Ali LeBron.
2 outs. They got 1 out. So it'll take a 2-out base hit here for LaPred to bring in Montos. 2 runs in here in the third. LaPred has a single already today. Takes a pitch upstairs, 1-0. King is on deck. An extra run would not hurt at all here in this bottom half of the third inning. Again, we're keeping an eye on the weather, and he pops it up. That's about the 5th one today by this Hornet offense. Shortstop will make the opposed to chocolate. The Hornets achieved what they needed to do in the third inning. They get the lead, albeit slim. It's 2-1. But now they can pitch knowing as long as they can keep Mississippi Valley off the scoreboard, it doesn't matter what the weather does. They've got to play another couple of innings. Chris King leading off for Valley, the Valley. That's all they have on their jersey today, Valley. And it is a 1-1 count on King, who flied out to center his only other time up. 2 runs, 5 hits for Alabama State. Called strike, 1-2. 1 run, 2 hits for Mississippi Valley State. The 1-2. Line drive right field, that's down the line fair. Quickly over to get it is LaPred, but it's going to be late, and into second with a double is King. Good start for the Devils here in the 4th inning.
Next one, 26, Ryan Brown.
Second time that make it the 3rd time that they have gotten their leadoff batter, I should say, on. We're going to get, well, for a second I thought we were going to get a pinch runner, but that's not the case. Ryan Brown was hit back in the 2nd. He'll try to move the runner here with nobody out. He will square to bunt and bunts it foul down the third base line. Dare we see the wheel play here? Everybody knows what that is, right? Third baseman stays at third. Pitcher does have to cover the third base line on a bunt. They will try it again, and the pitch a little bit outside, 1-1. Two to one our score, Alabama State on top. Tying run at second, nobody out. Brown with a 1-1 count. Squares again, takes another pitch, fastball outside. They throw to second. And McIntosh has to climb the ladder to catch the throw. 2-1. Mims on deck, followed by Dolphin. See if Brown squares. He does. Pops it up, back out of play. Makes it 2-2. Will he continue to try to bunt, or will he swing away now with 2 strikes? Most important question of the moment. Runner at second is King. Decent speed there. Let's see what Brown does. He does not square and swings and fouls it down the third base line. Infield is pretty much back. Lopez now back beyond the base at third.
Fred, I just sent you a text with voting instructions.
Here's another 2-2, and once again foul back. Brown staying alive here. Now he can just hit the ball to the right side. That'll also move the runner. Looks like that's what he was trying to do there.
Facebook page, and on their link they've got for Hero of the Year, my nominations.
Another 2-2 pitch. Nobody out here in the fourth. Here it comes. Strike 3 called. And he knew it. Perfect pitch by Cologne. Runner still at second, but 1 out now for Mims. Mims also hit by a pitch in the second. The pitch. Liner caught by the third baseman. That'll be a double play as Mims had traveled too far off second.
First base number 10, Corey King.
Corey King's going to lead off for the Hornets in the bottom of the fourth. 2-1 lead for ASU. They'll need to add some insurance here with King, Lopez, and Sloan the first three. And King hits one to right, but it's got to get chased down by Buckley for the out. One out for Lopez.
Third baseman 24, Christian Lopez.
Struck out at his only at bat. 2 runs, 5 hits for the Hornets. 1 run, 3 hits for Mississippi Valley. A great job by Cologne. Gave up a leadoff double. Got a little help from his defense. The double play started by Christian Lopez on the line drive. There's a bunt that will travel foul. Picked up on the third base foul line. So 0-1 the count. This is the second of 2 today. Devils winning game 1 7-6. Alabama State won the first game last night 8-2. So this is for the series win. Next pitch is a strike. 0-2 the count. Hornets will play here at home on Tuesday against South Alabama before a big 3-game weekend against Jackson State. Strike 3 on the swing and miss by Lopez. Second time he has struck out in this game.
Number 9, Jaden Sloan.
So Sloan bats with the bases empty and 2 outs. The lower end of this batting order today has had their problems. In fact, they are still looking for their first hit among the 7, 8, 9 hitters. They were combined 0 for 10 in game 1. That's not going to get it done either. As a grounder to short, easy throw for the shortstop Weaver, and a very
Second base number 5, Kendall Dolphin.
8, 9, and 1 hitters for Mississippi Valley here in the 5th. A 2-1 lead for the Hornets. Well, you think we got problems here at ASU? They just showed a tree falling at the Masters today. They have suspended play there in Augusta due to heavy winds and possible thunderstorms. But knowing those folks over in Augusta, they'll have that tree up and out of the way in 15 minutes. Cologne continues to work well. 1-1 count now to Dolphin to lead off the 5th. Swing and a miss, a breaking ball, 1-2. Maybe I'm not giving enough credit to the pitchers this weekend. All of them have done quite well. And there's strike 3. Right on cue. 1 out. Booker bats. He was a strikeout victim his first time. 7 Ks now for Cologne. 1-0 now the count. Again, rain is expected to be here probably in the next hour or so. There's a pitch that's upstairs, I guess, 1-1. Cologne asked if it was up. Umpire says yes. That one is definitely up, and it's 3-0. 3-0 pitch. Right down Main Street, 3-1.
Come out the shoes right here now. Come out the shoes. Let's go.
Booker is not exactly the tallest player on the field, just listed as 5'7", and he'll take a ball there for ball 4. I'm going to question the 5'7". I'm about 5'8", and I walked past him last night, and I was looking at the top of his head. So 1 out, a runner at first, and back to the top of the order in Weaver. I haven't gotten enough rim shots today. I've deserved a lot more. That's the first one I've gotten today. Weaver is 1 for 2 with a double, scored the lone run for the Devils in the first. See what Booker does, see if he's running. Fakes the run there, and the ball gets away from the catcher. Quick throw down will not be in time. I believe that should be a wild pitch. He was not running on the pitch, but that puts him in scoring position with 1 out. Want to know the count. Runner at second. The pitch, swing and a fastball, and he missed. Evens the count at 1. Buckley is on deck. Decent lead by Booker at second. Swing and a miss and a curveball. 1-2. Cologne has pitched in and out of trouble pretty much every inning. He's got trouble here with a runner at second. 1-2. Popped up, out of play. Cologne with the set of the pitch, liner to center. Matos will get there. That's going to be an easy double play. I don't know what Booker's thinking. Apparently he thought there were 2 outs. And that's going to be a double play. Second one in as many innings against Mississippi Valley. That ball did not look like it had any chance of going
Catch number 14, Jamal George.
Jamal George will lead off the bottom of the 5th inning for Alabama State. They lead it 2-1. As the old saying goes, a little insurance wouldn't hurt. As the first pitch swung on and missed by George. George singled, infield single back in the 3rd, scored one of the 2 runs. Takes a curveball that bends outside. 1-1 the count here in the 5th. Flores and McIntosh due up next. That one bounces up there, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 and a little bloop shot that's going to get down and right. Another good start for the Hornets, thanks to Jamal George with a hit. And that is the first hit for the bottom half of the order. And let's see what that means for, let me back up. That's the second hit because Jamal had the other one back in the 3rd inning. So Flores with a runner at first, nobody out. George was running his last time, not this time. And the pitch is outside for a ball. Flores has the single, 2 stolen bases, and a run scored. He came around on the Matos double. Oh, right back to the court, the pitcher. Somehow he caught it, and he paid for it. He does turn the double play. That caught him in the midsection. And he's trying to walk that one off. I don't blame him. I felt that one up here. Line drive double play back to the pitcher. That ball was scorched by Flores. He says he's okay. So now 2 outs, bases empty. That's a tough break for Flores, but a great play by the pitcher. He may feel that one tomorrow. Heck, he might feel it tonight. And here's McIntosh. McIntosh has flied out twice, but one of those was a sac fly and knocked in the first run of the day. And he's behind 0-1. There's a liner that's going to go foul down the 3rd base line. Stallings up to 56 pitches, which ain't bad for 4+ innings of work. 1-2 now the count on McIntosh. Action in the ASU bullpen. There's a grounder to short. Weaver moves to his left, makes the throw across, and the inning ends. Started nicely. Dude, I've been around you when you've done that. I don't need to hear it. I have heard it. I don't need to hear it. Here we go to the 6th inning of a 2-1 game, ASU on top. Probably been a little too close for comfort for these ASU fans. Buckley, the leadoff man for Mississippi Valley, 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts against Shaddai Cologne. This would make it well, actually, we are now an official game. So if the Hornets can hold on to the lead, whatever happens weather-wise won't matter. 2-1 the count on Buckley. Cologne, 78 pitches. Swing and a miss, 2-2. He has 7 strikeouts to this point. He has walked a couple. 3 hits given up. The run is earned. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Strikeout number 8. 1 down for Figueroa, who drove in the lone run for the Delta Devils. He also walked his other time. 1 for 2 in the stolen base department. And we're really not sure how he got the 1. Takes a ball, 1-0. That pitch catches the corner, 1-1. The 1-1, big cut and a miss. It's 1-2. Somebody said that when he slid at second, he left such a trail that they could plant corn in it. That is what you said, right? Grounded to second. Flores, easy pick, throw to first for the out, 2 down. I resemble that remark, by the way.
Third baseman 14, Draylon Holmes.
2 down for Draylon Holmes. Who had the big blow in game 1 today, the home run that gave the lead to Mississippi Valley in the first game in the 9th inning, and they made it held up for a 7-6 win. Swings at this pitch, though, and it's 0-1. We're in the 6th. That one stayed upstairs, 1-1. 2 outs. Next pitch is way upstairs, 2-1. Next pitch hit to center pretty well. Going back. It's off the wall. Matos can't get it. Holmes rounding second. He's going to make it to third and make it easily. 2-out triple for Holmes. ASU's lucky that one didn't leave the yard. The ball was belted to dead center.
42, Christopher King.
So a 2-out triple brings Chris King to the plate with a chance to tie the game. King 1 for 2 with a double. And he was doubled off after the double to end the inning in the 4th. Fastball is outside, 1-0. You got an open base here if you want to pitch around him with 2 outs. But they go right after him, and there's a strike. Cologne now up to 91 pitches. There's a dribbler at the plate. It goes foul. Now 1-2. Can't give in here. Don't want to give him too much to hit. The 1-2. Foul back out of play. King is at third. George does not need to let anything get past him here. Another 1-2 pitch. Half swing. He's out. Strike three. Inning over.
Center fielder number 2, Ian Matos.
Well, if you're wishing for a pitcher's duel in this second game, you got your wish. 2-1 our score. Alabama State with a lead. Batting in the bottom of the sixth, Ian Matos leads off and takes a ball, I believe, 1-0. Matos will be followed by Hay and then LaPred. And there's a blooper that will reach the shortstop and nothing else. Hunter Stallings, I dare say, has been terrific against this potent offense. He's allowed 6 hits, only 2 runs, both of those coming in the third inning. Jack Hay is 0 for 2. He is flied out to center both times. This time he's going to try the center fielder, but that one's going to get down in front. Base hit. First hit of the game for Jack Hay. Second hit of the day in the doubleheader. So LaPred with a runner at first will bat. LaPred has a base hit and 2 trips. Hay with the lead at first, 1 out. And there's a half swing. Will it get down? No. Catch made by Mims. Boy, that ball really carried for a half swing. 2 outs now, and here's King. King is 0 for 2. Grounds one foul to the fence of the bullpen for Alabama State. 0-1 the count. Curveball, a beauty, 0-2. Stallings has only thrown, this is amazing, 64 pitches not quite through 6. That is great control. Aggressive hitting by Alabama State goes along with that. But when you're averaging a little more than 10 pitches an inning, that's remarkable. Not a lot of strikeouts. He's only got 2. Throws one in the dirt there, 1-2 the count. He has not walked anyone. Liner right at Holmes at third for the out. And then he's gotten some plays like that.
Catcher 26, Ryan Brown.
We head to the 7th, still 2-1 Alabama State. Ryan Brown will lead off for Mississippi Valley. He'll be followed by Devon Mims and then Kendall Dolphin. That's the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Facing Cologne, who continues to pitch well. I was just talking about what Stallings has done. Cologne's right there with him. He has thrown more pitches, 96. He also has 9 strikeouts. Dribbler up the middle will get through for a leadoff single. First hit for Brown today. And Mims will bat with a runner at first and nobody out.
Left fielder 3, Devon Mims.
It looks like that's going to be the day for Shadai Cologne. So the top of the 7th with Ryan Brown starting with a single. They're going to leave him in apparently. Well, they might bring a new pitcher in, but that's not the case. So Brown's single. Now Mims will bat. Once again, will they be bunting to move a runner into scoring position?
I say yes.
We got one vote yes. And they will try the bunt. And the booby prize goes to Rick Hendrick. He did miss the try at the bunt attempt. I should mention that. 0-1 the count. And another bunt attempt goes foul. Decent lead by Brown. Fastball, another bunt attempt, pull away though, 2-1. Got a chance to get Brown at second if you can get to the ball quick enough. That is if Mims can put it in play. He'll try again. He'll take a ball. That would look like it might have caught the corner, but it's not called that way. Now 3-1. Mims with the advantage here. Let's see if he still squares to bunt. He does. And takes ball 4. So that'll put runners at first and second, and that will definitely be into the day for Cologne. And we'll get a pitching change for Alabama State. Javier Serrano is out there warming up. It looks like he will be the one to come in. What a job by Cologne today, though. 6+. Giving up just 5 hits. The 2 runners on are his responsibility. 9 strikeouts, 3 walks. And it is actually Johan Leboy who will be the replacement. Leboy actually pitched in game 1 today, went an inning with a strikeout. So second time that we've seen him this afternoon. And he'll try to get out of this jam and leave those inherited runners right where they are without a run scoring. A 2-1 lead for Alabama State. The rest of the schedule, which a lot of these are either underway or some of them completed. Bethune-Cookman is at Alabama A&M, Jackson State at Florida A&M. Alcorn and Arkansas Pine Bluff are playing right now. And then Jackson State and Florida A&M starting a little bit later on. Somebody asked for a score. Did you say Alcorn State? Is that what you want? And I'll get that for you. In the meantime, Dolphin is at the plate. I think he'll probably be bunting. He squares and takes a strike. It is a 5-2 lead for Alcorn in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch, another square. This time he takes a ball, 1-1. Runners at first and second, nobody out. We're in the 7th, 2-1 ASU. King is already halfway down the line. Foul on the bunt attempt. 1-2 the count. It's like they're leaving Lopez at third. So the old wheel route is apparently in play here. See if he squares here. He does. Pops it up, and that's a strikeout. Third strike bunt attempt goes foul. There's one down, and here's Booker. Booker walked his last time, but then he ran himself out of a play on a fly ball to center, thinking there must have been thinking there were 2 outs. He ended up getting doubled up at second. But here he can knock in a run to tie the game. working from the left side of the plate. And takes a high pitch for a ball, 1-0. I was mentioning he is not very tall. Smaller strike zone. The 1-0. Squaring. Strike, 1-1. ASU scored 2 runs in the third to take the lead. That was after Mississippi Valley scored a single run in the first inning. Another high pitch, ball 2. Booker has a walk and a strikeout in 2 plate appearances. The 2-1. Not squaring this time, takes a big cut and misses 2-2. Runner still at first and second. Two. From the stretch, LeBoy pitches. Fly ball hit to center, not very deep. Brown acts as though he's going to tag, but he will not, as the out is made. 2 down now for Maury Weaver. Weaver opened the game with a double, came around to score on the Figueroa single. Since then, he is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out. Those same 2 runners that opened the inning getting on base are still where they are, first and second, now 2 down. LeBoy is going to pick off the runner. Ryan Brown tried to break early. Not sure what he was thinking. He's in a rundown. And the tag is made, I think, by the pitcher. And that'll end the inning. What in the world was that all about? That was, again, poor base running. Second time in the game that Mississippi Valley
Third baseman 24, Christian Lopez.
Somebody can help me out here. Who has the song Living on the Edge? I'll check the program director of 95.1, the Fox over here. What does he say? Who is that? Aerosmith. Well, that's where Alabama State's been pretty much the entire game. They've been bailed out by some poor base running. First batter up is Lopez, and he's got a single off the glove of the shortstop Weaver.
Designated hitter number 9, Jaden Sloan.
Lopez opens with a single. See if they can put some distance between themselves and this pesky Delta Devil team. What I meant by what I was saying is the Delta Devils have had an opportunity to put runs on the board in every inning. They did in the first. They have had the tying run in scoring position ever since Alabama State took the lead in the third. All 4 innings since, and they have not been able to score. They've run themselves out of an inning. They did it just then with Ryan Brown breaking. Somebody needs to tell a catcher that he can't steal third, but it's too late now. So Sloan bats. He tries to bunt, and it's caught by the first baseman. So Sloan is out. Meanwhile, Hunter Stallings continues to pitch here for Mississippi Valley and continues to do a pretty good job. He, too, has had some help. Jamal George is 2 for 2. He also scored a run. He got doubled up on an odd double play back in the 5th, a line drive hit off the bat of McIntosh. He hits one foul down the left field line, 0-1. That the pitcher Stallings caught with his midsection, literally, and then threw to first. It's been that kind of a day. Throw to first, not in time. I had to check the calendar. Today is not Friday the 13th. Two to 1 our score. Hornets lead. 0-1 pitch coming. Fastball is above the letters, 1-1. Next pitch is in the dirt. 2-1 count with Lopez at first. That one dips inside. And a 3-1 count. Don't help him. Randy Flores waits on deck. He'll take a strike. That'll make it full 3-2. Will they send Lopez here on a 3-2 count? I'm going to guess they do. Been doing it a lot in this game. He does not go, and the curveball is low. Ball 4.
Second baseman 1, Randy Flores.
First and second, 1 out, and here comes the top of the order. Flores will bat with a chance to drive in a run. He does have a hit, a couple of stolen bases, and scored the run, go-ahead run, in the third inning. Looks like we might get a pitching change. Stallings has been remarkable, though. Let's give him some credit. He has pitched a whale of a game, and that's going to do it for him. But a marvelous job by the starter for Mississippi Valley. He'll go 7 innings, 7 1/3, or 6 1/3. Giving up 2 runs to this point. He struck out 2. And he walked 1. Only 8 hits allowed. I say only. It seemed like it was less than that. And the new pitcher for Mississippi Valley will be Azaleas Lewis.
Pay attention, please. Now pitching for Mississippi
a sophomore left-hander.